Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Hey guys, if you're new to this channel and if you don't know who I am, I'm Dayandra. You can call me Andra. I'm an international student who is currently studying in University of Reading. I'm in my third year of law. I'm from Malaysia. To be specific, I'm from Sabah. I wanted to make this a video because since I'm still in Reading, I wanted to kinda tell you how my process went, which I've never done a video of how I came to Reading, how I got accepted, and how everything went. So this is the video. If you don't like that type of content, click out, wait for me, then I'll post another vlog. But today is gonna be specifically about the information, so I'm just gonna be rambling. So yeah, I'm a transfer student, so my college that I went was Brixfield Asia College. So they had this program which is a transfer program, so you can either take a 1+2 or a 2+1. So a 1+2 is 1 year you study in Malaysia and 2 years you are going to study in the UK. And then I took the 2+1, which is 2 years in Malaysia and 1 year in the UK. My college like connects with a bunch of uni, so you have like, I don't know, maybe 15 unis you can choose from. Like we have Cardiff, we have Hertfordshire, I don't know how you say that, we have Liverpool, we have Northumbria, a bunch of stuff. Okay, so you can choose, even Reading, so that's why I choose Reading. I choose Reading is because Howring goes to Reading. I mean, we've planned it beforehand. In our first year we planned to go Reading, so that's how it started. And Reading was also my choice because my mother went to Reading as well. That was besides the point. The main reason why we chose, me and Howring chose to be in Reading, because Reading is the closest to London. So that's basically why we chose Reading, like nothing else. And all the other unis was like hours of train ride, so we didn't want that. For me, a student who studied 2 years in Malaysia and then transferring to the UK, my requirements was different from someone who is studying 1 year in Malaysia and then transferring for 2 years in the UK. The requirement standards are lower. Like if I studied in Malaysia for 1 year and then transfer my second year to the UK, I had to at least score an average of 50 to 55 on average. Yeah, that's the score. We had 4 subjects, so on average it has to be 50 to 55. Then they'll consider to take you. And then for me, I transferred for my third year. I had to score 60% on average, which is, you know, much more higher. That's one thing you have to consider as well. But of course, if you're going to be in the UK longer, you're gonna spend much more. I studied in Malaysia for 2 years because of the expenses. I cut costs there, so I only spend like 1 year in the UK to cut costs. What I recommend if you want to study in Reading, the application process, get an agent. I got an agent. It's free, by the way. Getting an agent from your college to help you transfer to the UK is free, because if they get students to go to, for example, University of Reading, then University of Reading will obviously like pay them because they got a student to come. Get an agent. It's so simple. They will do everything for you, your visa and everything, like basically everything. But of course you do have to like fill out application and stuff, but the submitting process is your agent. Your agent is gonna do everything. So the visa process, you can do it on your own. I know students who does their visa process on their own. You basically just have to go to the government, the UK government website, and then they will tell you step by step. There is a lot of information to fill out. So if you had an agent, you would still have to fill them out, but like you'll go through each process with your agent. That's how it is. And the visa process is such a hassle. I don't ever want to do it again. In Sabah currently, you don't have a visa center, so you have to fly to Kuala Lumpur to get your visa done, because in order for your visa to be approved, you first have to fill out the application online and then pay, and then only book an appointment for your visa, because you want to hand in like information, paperwork. You have to be there present physically, so you have to book an appointment. You have to wait if there's spots in your appointment, because there's a lot of students wanting to go to the UK, so it will be fully booked as well. So you have to book early, and then only you go on the day of your appointment to the visa center, and then you will hand in your documents, like sign everything, and then you can also get a priority, it's called like a priority visa. So you pay 1,200 I think, or 1,000, I think it was 1,200 extra on top of your visa. So example, if your visa was, let's say, 5,000, so you have to pay 1,000 more. The priority visa is basically like you get back your visa earlier. Mine took 6 business days, so if it's not the priority visa, they say it's around 15 to 20 days if I'm not mistaken. I took the priority visa is because I wanted to be in the UK quicker, because my classes was already starting. Another thing about the visa, they did also require you to have money in the bank. They want you to have like a some amount of money, which is your tuition fee amount as well as living expenses. So the money that they wanted was like around 150k to be in a bank account, your bank account or your parents' bank account, it doesn't matter, but they want it to be there. That was the other thing, but I didn't get asked. They said they would require that because sometimes they will like randomly pick a student and then just like, oh, I want to check if she has money. If you can't show that, then that would take a longer process of them accepting your visa. University of Reading would also want ask you to send in a personal statement. You have to write like a 1-page essay about yourself, like telling, oh, I did this, I'm good at this. If you're an international student, you need your English thing, your IELTS. For Malaysian, you just need your 1119 result of your English language thing. So when I applied to Reading, you just direct email Reading and send in your information, your personal letters, all your information, and then I got in reply after 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and I automatically got a conditional letter. A conditional letter is basically you are accepted to the university with conditions. So the condition was if you score the 60%. That was basically the condition, like I had to score that mark and then I would be automatically accepted. So when my result came out, I gave them my result. They straight away give me an unconditional letter. Then only I could apply for a CAS. You can only apply for a visa after your results is out and after your university give you the CAS number. Then only you can apply for a visa, because your visa needs that CAS number from the university. I'm taking law, I said that, so my tuition fee is obviously going to be different from students who takes business or economics or finance. For law, for an international student, my school fee for my 3rd year of law was £14,722. So that amount of money you can pay twice. They will give you the option to pay straight away, so you can pay the £14,722 straight away, or you can divide it by 2. So you can pay £7,361 first, and then the second time another 7,361 pounds. I paid my first installment, the 7,361 pounds, paid in August or September, I think, and then the next one is I paid on January. Next part is accommodation. For accommodation, you would have to apply on your own. Your agent won't help you with that. You just apply. It's so easy. You just go to Reading University website and just type accommodation. Mind you, they will prioritize first and third year students only. If you're in your second year, it's kind of a bit hard. So if like you're in your first year you stayed in halls, and then in your second year you want to stay in halls again, you can, but it might be more harder because they want to prioritize the freshers, like the first comers, like the first time comers. Like me, I was the first time coming into halls, so that's why I got a place. The way they do it is they have a bunch of options. So they have a self-catered accommodation and catered accommodation. So self-catered is basically like me, you cook your own food. So for catered, you will get food, and then you have choices as well. So if you're choosing self-catered accommodation, you can have a room that has a bathroom as well, or just a room and then you will share the bathroom with 4 people or 2 people. I don't really know how that works because I didn't choose that, but they do have information on how many people you can choose, and all the information of the rooms is in the Reading website. It's very clear. So for mine, I paid for mine was self-catered ensuite in St. George's Hall, so I paid for 161 per week. So the way they pay for accommodation is in 3 installments. Once they tell you like you will give them 3 choices that you want, the 3 halls, and then they will get back to you in like 2 weeks or something and said, oh, your choice that they gave you is like St. George's Hall, and then do you want to accept it or not? You can like reapply, but that's not a good idea because then I don't know if you'll still get a place, because they already like allocate everyone to their rooms. So you just have to like accept the offer in order for your offer to be secured, in order for you to secure your room. And when you accept your offer, you would have to pay a deposit of 250 pounds for the room. They will give you like a payment plan. So the first time you had to pay is 2,000. The first time for mine, I had to pay, my first fee was 2,576 pounds, which is by the 27th of September. And then the second time I had to pay was also 2,576, and I had to pay by the 10th of January 2022. And then my last payment would be 1,288, which is by the 19th of April 2022. So your deposit, the 250, you will get it back when you move out. And one more thing, if you don't like your room when you move in, you can also opt to move to another room, or you don't like the environment you're in, your flatmates or whatever, you can always change your accommodation. In my opinion, on University of Reading, it's a big university. Whenever you go to somewhere, example like the library or your classes, you do have to take a bit of a walk because University of Reading is a very huge. So yeah, you do cardio basically on everywhere that you walk, but it's a very good uni. Their teaching style is very different from Malaysian teaching style, to be honest. I don't think it's just University of Reading, but I think it's the UK education system. So if it's in Malaysia, I can only speak for Malaysians because I'm from Malaysia. If it's in Malaysia for my uni, the lecturers are very hands-on. Like, you get a lot of help. The University of Reading does give you information, but in Malaysia they would spoon feed you. They would give you an example of how to write an essay, a problem question. They will give you a step-by-step tutorial, like you have to put this, you have to put this, and then every assignment they will tell you what cases, I mean some lecturers will tell you what cases should have in this assignment. Basically spoon feed you. Like, they will tell you where is the information from and how to write an essay and everything. But over here, it's more of do it yourself. They teach you and then do what you have to do with that information. They don't give you extra stuff. Like, they do give you like extra reading, like read on this, but they don't tell you like, oh, this assignment you would have to have this, you would have to have this, and then they discuss. Especially the uni here, they don't ever give you an example essay. Like, they don't give you like your introduction, say this, and then in your body you would say this. They never ever tell you how they want the structure of an essay is, because to them they don't want to restrict students on writing styles, because they want students to write however they want to write. So they don't want to say like, this is how you're supposed to write, and then all the students would have to write only like that. So they don't want to restrict students. That's a bit of a switch up for me, because I was so used to like following the rules, like what the lecturer wants, and then I'll do that. So yeah, that was very hard for me. To me, I do like Reading University. I do like the lecturers as well. They do teach very thoroughly. Some may be more better than the other, just similar to in Malaysia. I don't like all my lecturers because their teaching styles are, some are more boring than the other, so you do have that as well in here. And to help you branch out more, you obviously have to interact and join societies. Reading has a lot of like clubs and societies. I am a Malaysian, so I joined the Malaysian society. They have a lot of society that you can join, and then you can make friends from there. If you're an international student and if you're afraid, I know what you feel. I felt the same way when I came here. That was my first time coming to the UK, so I was very afraid, but I wanted to study here. Like, I really wanted to be in the UK, so I had to like toughen up because I wanted it. So I had to do what I have to do, you know. I came here alone. My parents couldn't come because it was during the pandemic, so I came here alone. It was scary, but once you're here, and like if you are okay with asking questions and everything, you're gonna be fine. Money wise, when I came here, I did bring cash. I brought cash with me, and then only I could open a bank account. I had a lot of issues with bank, like for me to open an account, but for my advice, go for HSBC if you're a student. They do the quickest. You can apply online, just like apply a debit card online, and then you just have to go to HSBC and then show them your passport, and that's basically it. You will get your card in like 2 weeks, and then you have an account. The other alternative is online bank. So I have a bank called Starling Bank. It's not like HSBC where you have like a bank shop. like it's like an online bank that you apply online as well, and then you will get your card. My bank is Starling Bank. I feel like it's the easiest. They do have like Monzo and stuff, but I feel Starling Bank is the easiest. I really like Starling Bank. So if you can't get a debit card, I mean like from HSBC or wherever fast, you can opt for an online bank, which is like Starling, because I got Starling first, then only I got HSBC. When I was in the airport, I did opt for someone to pick me up, which is taxi. If you have a family member, then they can pick you up or whatever, or you can even ride the bus or like, you know, any public transport. But I didn't know anything at that time, and like I don't have like cards or whatever to, you know, their transportation is mostly using cards, so I had only cash that time. So I went to book a taxi online before I flew to the UK. I was in the airport, and then somebody called me through WhatsApp and said, "Hello, are you Dayandra? Where are you? I'm here," or whatever. And then they will carry your bags for you to the car and then send you to your accommodation. And then that's how I came here, you know. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you guys come to the UK. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then what are you doing? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Bye.